that's my goal. I just want to become the best basketball player that I can possibly become, and I want to become the best human being that I can possibly become outside of basketball.
Welcome back, everybody. I'm no longer in my mother's basement. I'm actually back at school, and I got a little Scarface action going on in the background. But today, more importantly, we got my man TACKO FALL onto the pod. TACKO, how you doing, man?
I'm doing great, man. How you doing?
I'm doing great. Appreciate you jumping on with us today.
No problem.
Selfishly, for me, I'm a huge Brad Stevens fan. He's my, when he was at Butler, I actually, when I was getting towards my recruiting age, I was like, man, I want to go play for him. Then he makes a jump to the NBA. What is he like?
So it's like let's say when you're in college, right?
Yep.
You have your coach, and a college locker room in general is very different from a pro's locker room. A college locker room, you almost feel like it's a family because you see those people every day. You go to class with them, and the coach is almost like a dad figure. And,
right.
All the good college coaches treat their players like their own son, and that's what I had at UCF. Coach Dawkins had his son, in the team with us, Aubrey, and you couldn't tell like that was his son over us. Like he treated us all the same way, like we were part of his family. And Coach Brad reminded me a lot of course Coach Dawkins. Maybe because he coached in college before, so he came in with that kind of experience. But just as a person, Coach Brad is one of the best people out there, and one of the most genuine people. Like you could tell first off, he's very transparent. He's very knowledgeable. He knows the game so well. Like in practice, he would just you can just tell this man knows he's really good at his job. But you can also tell that he cares about the individual before the player. And in that order, when you put people in that order, especially basketball player, that's what make really good coaches, and he has that.
Man, but tell me about Jayson and how much he puts into off-season work, what he's like on and off the court, how hard he goes during practice, what he does that kind of separates him.
I mean, first off, he's very talented. He's probably one of the most talented people that I've ever seen play, and things just come natural to him. And second, he has the hard work to back up that talent. And Jayson works as anybody that I've seen. We have the same trainer, and we are assigned the same coach. So Coach Jay works me out when I'm here. He works out JT as well. And then during the summer, he works out with Drew Hanlon. I work out with Drew Hanlon as well. So those people can probably tell you more than I can say about him. But even during my workout, Coach Jay tells me what JT does. Like, that's so special. He always has the same kind of rhythm to his game. Like, everything is just so. I don't know how to explain it, but JT is just special, and he's just showing in his game right now. Even he's really good, and you can just tell he's even going to get even better. Like before we stopped the season, he was just killing it. And
he's been on like a constant decline. Jayson Tatum, like you said, is somebody who, I mean, he's put in so much work, and you see that, and he's different than other guys. I feel like he's almost got this. We talked about Muhammad Ali. We talked about that confidence and that aura about him. And I feel like Jayson Tatum has that same kind of almost quiet confidence in a way.
It's very, very quiet confidence.
What's he like?
He doesn't boast.
Leader too.
And I love that about him. Like, JT is a superstar, but he's humble. Like he just, and it's just not him. All the guys on our team, we have a lot of superstars on our team. We have Kemba, we have Gordon, we have Smart. All those guys, man, it's like I'm a rookie. It's my first year. I haven't accomplished anything, and just the amount of respect that they show each and every one of us for them, to have accomplished so much, to have reached that level, it just tells a lot about the people that they are, for sure.
Yeah, does Jayson separate himself as a leader, among that group, or is it something that he just kind of naturally, you can just kind of feel it with him?
Everybody is a leader on our team.
Yeah, you guys got a
They
great
listen. They that's the culture that is being created. You know, if I have an opinion and I want to say it to, let's say, Kemba or JT, they would listen. They don't have that type of ego, and that's just what I was saying about them, you know, being who they are, and that's one of the reasons why I really appreciate being a part of, you know, this organization, just from the top to the bottom, from the owners to the GMs to the coaches and everybody. They're just so humble, you know.
Who did you coming up, like who was somebody you modeled your game after? Because how tall are you right now? You're 7 what?
6.
You're 7'6". So for me, I'm 5'10" on a good day. So that means I got a lot of well, actually, we're on 2 different ends of the spectrum. I don't have a lot of NBA guys who are 5'9". I got to look at your guy Kemba, different dudes like that, and then you're 7'6". Finding people that kind of line up for us seems to be, you know, kind of difficult. Who did you, growing up, always kind of model your game after?
Well, honestly, when I first started, it wasn't just bigs that I was looking at. I watched a lot of bigs. That's one of the things I used to go on YouTube as well to do. I would watch Shaq. When I first started, you know, Dwight Howard was kind of still, you know, okay.
You better be careful. Go ahead. Yeah,
I did. I watched Dwight, and Dwight. People, I feel like people don't give Dwight the credit he deserves. Like,
they don't.
Yeah, they don't. Dwight was a beast, and then I heard people talk about Dwight Howard like he wasn't, you know, the Dwight Howard that we remember. Like, Dwight was a beast. So
yeah, he was.
Him, Shaq. I used to watch Hakeem Olajuwon. I even used to watch.
Did you work out with Hakeem?
I worked out with him once.
That's what I thought. How was that?
That was dope. I went to the gym where he took LeBron and them and Kobe, and I watched that video of him teaching those guys like his moves. And then I went to that gym and I was like, oh, like I was looking around like, that's the same gym I just saw on YouTube. Like,
yeah.
So that was dope.
Crazy. What's next for TACKO FALL? A lot of people want to hear about, you know, your game's evolving. You've done a great job, man, in taking, like, obviously the hype and the crazy things that have happened in the past probably year or two. You see the videos of people chanting, you know, for you to get put in for the Celtics, and now you're trying to establish yourself as a, you know, legit long-term NBA player. What's the next thing for you on the court, off the court, you know, your 5-year outlook?
Well, I mean, like I said earlier, I just want to become the best basketball player that I can possibly be. And
right.
That's my main focus. I like to compete. I want to play against the best because I feel like that's the best way to, you know, to become one of the best. You got to play against the best and to learn from them. And right now, I'm itching to play.
Are you?
Yeah, I'm itching to play, and I want to become the best I can possibly be. And who knows what's that's going to be. I just want to see how far, you know, I can go, and I want to push myself to that limit if there is that limit. So
right.
I will try to work very hard towards that goal. And like I said, I've been very fortunate throughout my journey. I've had people that have really pushed me to, you know, to get there, and even to this day with the Celtics, and especially the coach that I have now, the one I'm assigned with, Jay Larranaga. He's been awesome. So that's my goal. I just want to become the best basketball player that I can possibly become, and I want to become the best human being that I can possibly become outside of basketball.
Yeah.
I want to help as many people as I can, especially back home, because, you know, I know the struggle that's in there, and I know how I can help. So that's definitely going to be my main focus. And just like I said, try to be the best human being that I can possibly be. I'm not perfect. You're not perfect. Nobody's. No one's perfect. We all have our own flaws and things like that. So I just want to make sure that, you know, I just live a life that my parents will be proud of, and anyone, whether it's now, whether it's in the future, would look back on and say, wow, this guy really lived his life to the fullest, and made sure that everyone around him or anybody who was looking up to him learned the most out of it too.
Rio, como agua de Rio. Yeah, get icy. Go click the link in the bio ASAP. Check out these videos and subscribe ASAP.